Alright, you might have your notions about the Epic Game Store, and I am not a big fan of a lot of their tactics, you know, with the timed exclusives and everything like that, but holy hell, this week's free games are just ridiculous. Like, I don't know how this is going to be sustainable in the long term, because I know they're shelling out millions upon millions of dollars for deals like this, but this week, we literally have a game that just came out today. It's gonna be free for 24 hours, and the list price is $49.99. That game is Total War Troy. I remember that this was gonna be a thing. I talked about it a long time ago, but here it has actually come to fruition. Yes, the game is priced at $49.99, but today, if you're okay with using the Epic Game Store, if you don't have any qualms with it, get the game absolutely free. I think it's kind of insane. Again, I don't know how this is going to be sustainable in the long run. I know that they have a ton of Unreal Engine money. I know they have a ton of Fortnite money. I don't know what other revenue streams that Epic Games really has outside of, obviously, the store making money itself, but honestly, are a lot of people buying games on the store, maybe during one of those better sales, maybe when a game like Control comes out, but when a game like Control comes out, is it really selling that well? It was evident that Borderlands 3 sold pretty well on Steam, so it's kind of crazy that this is actually the world we live in, but it's just not Total War Saga Troy. So Saga Troy is the most important one because it's only going to be free for 24 hours. It's not like your regular freebie where it's going to be free for the entire week. So if you want this game, if you're okay with using EGS, which everybody's going to have a differing opinion on that, it's going to be free for 24 hours, and you'll want to add it to your library. Again, like, in my opinion, like, Total War doesn't do a lot for me. Like, I played a lot of Shogun, too, and I enjoyed it, but I've kind of phased out of these style of games. But, like, objectively speaking, dude, it's a $50 game on day one being free. Like, I don't know how much money whoever that is, Sega, Creative Assembly, I don't know how much money they got for this deal, but it has to be, like, an insane amount of money. It's got to be in the 7 figures, right? It has to be. Because think about it, if this game were to come out, let's say on Steam, or even the Epic Game Store, let's say on Steam, and it were to sell like 500,000 copies on day one, which I think is a very feasible amount, let's say they get, you know, $25, $30 after each sale. Well, do the math. That is a ton of money that they are now foregoing because it's going to be a freebie for 24 hours. So really, Epic Game Store probably came out with the checkbook in hand and wrote them a crazy check. But however you want to slice it, offering a freebie like that is actually pretty insane. And on top of that, initially when I heard of Total War Saga Troy and its free thing on the Epic Game Store, I would be like, okay, that's going to be the only freebie that week. Wrong! The other two freebies are kind of insane. The first one is Remnant from the Ashes. What? That game is awesome. Like, I have it on Steam. So again, doesn't do much for me, but that game is terrific. It's a great co-op game. If you want to jump in with a couple of your buddies, you're going to have a great time with this one. It's typically $40. I think I've seen it on sale for like 20 bucks, maybe like 25. I don't remember exactly. But again, a freebie like this on this one will be available for the entirety of the week. Kind of insane, kind of ridiculous. And again, for Gunfire Games and Perfect World Entertainment, they probably got a pretty fat check for offering this one for free because this is a pretty premier title. So yeah, it's kind of interesting that that's free as well. But you can check that out if you are interested. And lastly, yes, there's another game that's free. The Alto Collection. I believe this came out today. Yeah, it literally came out today. Now, it's a $9.99 release. This is a couple of mobile titles that have been ported to PC. The game looks interesting. Kind of got some vibes of like a Limbo or something like that. Definitely artsy in that sense. I dig the look of the game, but it's, again, a $9.99 release. It's a day one release. So, again, this is one that they probably wrote a fat check to Snowman. But, yeah, just thinking about how much money they probably spent to get these games free for this week, like, my head actually spins at the thought of that. Like, it has to be, like, screw 7 figures. It's probably in the 8-figure range. Literally, it has to be. It has to be in the 8-figure range, and I just question, like, look, I'm not a businessman, but, like, I just have to think, like, in 2 to 3 years, are they going to continue to do this? I have to imagine this is bleeding money, but it's a long-term investment that they want to expand their user base. It's just, like, man, what is this? This is like 18 months into the Epic Game Store era, 20 months, something like that, and I would figure that things would have slowed down as far as the free game offerings, but obviously they have internal data. Like, if it's working, I guess they're going to continue to do it. At some point, I thought they would, like, ease off the gas, but they've doubled down by doing stuff like this, a Total War Saga Troy, and then Remnant from the Ashes and the Alto Collection. What isn't it, like, starting out a game a week, then it became 2 games a week, and now you got stuff like this, so maybe it's working, maybe it's not, I don't know. For you guys, it's probably a great thing if you're comfortable with using the Epic Game Store. I know that's something that is always going to be a little bit questionable to you guys. And at this point, I have my opinion. You guys can be left to yours. And if you want to use it, go ahead. A lot of people are of the standpoint, hey, competition is good. And you know, in the sense that you're getting a lot of free games, I guess that is good, but then you can also look at some of the practices Epic Game Store takes, and yeah, there's arguments to be made on both sides. I'm not really here to get into that debate right now. We can save that for a future video, and I've talked about that quite a bit, but yeah, when you're talking about free games like this, I can understand why people are looking at the Epic Games Store. Just absolute insanity. We'll see where they go in the future. Like, is this going to be a regular thing? Are we going to have another game that's going to be exclusive to the Epic Game Store and it's free for 24 hours? Like, imagine if it was a premier title, like, let's say an Assassin's Creed or something like that, because they do have a working relationship on that end as well, where Ubisoft is making out like bandits in that relationship. But nevertheless, that's going to conclude this video, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Like, where do you think this is going in the future? Do you think a model like this is sustainable? Do you see yourself adding free games to your library and ultimately starting to buy games as well? Have you bought games? Let me know. Definitely interested, because I have my own opinion, but I do really want a mass opinion and see what other people are thinking. But that's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.